What's going on, guys? We are live. I'm your host, Ernest Kahn. I'm excited to be diving into this review, obviously, and kick it with all you guys. How's everybody doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you guys are having an amazing week. I sure did, that's for sure. Recharging the batteries to any extent over here, but happy to be back, happy to be live, and happy to review these. Here's the thing about all these sneakers coming out of the just being thrown at us on a weekly basis. It's hard to be able to cover everything at one given time, so we're gonna have to break it down. And as much as this did release about 2 weeks ago, it's still, honestly, I think it's definitely worthy of being talked about, and so we're going to talk about it today. All right, so I'm excited about this for sure. Who do we got in the building? Let's go ahead and take a look over here. We got Real Gaming 94 in the building. Hey everybody, what's up? What's up? What's up? We got pretty much a lot of our local our local peeps, man. We got Zach Estrada in the building. How are you doing? Christian 2K, we were in your stream a while ago. Keep up the great work, man. Love to see it for sure. Yes, 13s is what we are covering today. Also do happen to have Mr. Old School. How are you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? How is everybody? Hope you guys are having an amazing week. I sure am, for sure. As I mentioned, recharging the batteries, and we're pretty much we're back to business over here. All right. So we're going to be touching on a couple of things. Obviously, we did happen to have the Spider-Man drop. This week, the initial shock drop, which did happen, which we didn't obtain anything, but hey, we were there, we were live, we tried for it. So I'll be touching on that as well. And then we'll touch on, obviously, these Doritos that I know a lot of people are anticipating and are excited about. Most skate stores should have already their contests. If not, some are already, I think, coming to a close pretty soon. So we'll definitely touch on that. But how's everybody doing? What's going on? We're back, we're live, we're here. We're here in the flesh. The force is strong. Yes, happy, guys, I'm like, happy birthday? No, just kidding. It's May the 4th today. It's May the 4th. So I don't know if you guys saw my I put up a photo on Instagram, pretty much just to kind of show you, because apparently I think for May the 4th they changed one of the hearts here in San Francisco, so you pretty much have Yoda on it. I should really send that photo myself so I can pop in on the stream. I'll see if I could do that sometime within the stream. I just honestly, I don't want to forget. So let me go ahead and just do that right now. So I can pull it up and show you guys, for anybody who isn't following me on Instagram. Let me just do that real quick. And I'll just send it on over real quick. And then we're just gonna kind of keep it moving into the review and everything else that is fine and dandy over here. But how are we doing? Yeah, pinkies up. You guys know it. We kind of flipped the script a little. We're not doing coffee, we're doing tea. So we're doing tea in the what is it, like late afternoons, early evenings, just to make sure there's less caffeine intake to any extent. But let me go ahead and pull up that photo so I can really show you guys exactly what what they did over here in San Francisco. So pretty much for May the 4th, they ended up switching out one of the hearts. So let me go ahead and just pop open my screen just to show you guys initially. We got Yoda over there. He says do or do not. So there you go. You pretty much have one of these. I don't believe they changed all the hearts. I think they just changed this one on one of the sides of the square. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So for all our Star Wars lovers in the building, honestly, guys, I'm gonna shoot it straight for what it is. Between Star Trek and Star Wars, I know there was always like this fierce battle between which one is better. I've always been a Star Wars fanatic at heart, that's for sure. So I should have honestly been wearing my Star Wars t-shirt today. I definitely do have mine. But I hope you guys are celebrating to any extent. And it's just a fun day. You know what I mean? It's a fun day. And I hope you guys are enjoying it to the best of our capabilities. But in today's video, we're going to be pretty much touching on these black Flints. Now, these did drop about 2 Saturdays ago. But there's just something about this. I think the colors are amazing. It's definitely something you could really mix and match with a lot of fits for sure. For those that are fans of 13s, 13s are just amazing basketball sneakers, and I wanted to, I wanted to eventually cover this for you guys, for anybody who is kind of wondering about these, because some people are labeling this a sleeper, and as much as I hate that word, I'm going to be frank. If a sneaker sells out within like the first like 3 to 4 days, like on the sneakers app, to me, I don't count that as a sleeper. I just don't, because it's sold out. I feel like anything that's considered a sleeper is like, literally, I don't know, like it hasn't sold out in 2 weeks, or you can still get them. These you can still probably get in some places, but in majority of the places that I've seen, sold out, at least online, okay? So we're going to get to that. We're definitely going to get to that. But you guys let me know. I'd like to know, did anybody pick this up? Did anybody over here rocking with us pick these up? And what are your initial thoughts on them? We'll get into the review momentarily. But yeah, I'm just happy to be here and happy to be hanging out with all y'all, all right? So we pretty much we got water, we got tea, we got it all, just here vibing. I know you guys probably did see my post. I posted I think we just need like 500 more watch hours. So, you know, I do plan on maybe doing like some kind of a special stream for when we're about to hit, or when we actually make it to the, you know, the final countdown to some extent. I think that would be definitely fun. To do something along the lines, because you guys have literally, a lot of you have been with me rocking over here on the channel for quite some time, whether it was a year ago or like when I started. So I appreciate all you guys. You didn't pick them up, but they look clean. Yeah, I think for me it was one of those things, like I kept double taking on this specific sneaker, and I tend to do that a lot, where it's like, man, there's just like something about this one specifically. I don't know, for me, I know I did review like the UNC that came out not too long ago. We no longer have that, by the way, but this is definitely something that I'm like, I would actually consider keeping in the collection, and not just keeping in the collection, actually like wearing, okay? Because there's a lot of different fits that I think would go with this. One of the companies that does Let's Go, oh, it's this Let's Go, baby. Yeah, you know it. No, I wanted to share, one of the companies that I follow is Who Cares. Have you guys heard of it? Who Cares? It's a company called Who Cares, and they just make some dope stuff. They make some dope stuff. So let me actually just go to their page and bring it up, okay? So I think they did do a drop sometime today, but I just wanted to share this brand with you guys. It's one of the brands I follow, and I think they do some cool stuff. So it's whocaressupplyco.com, and they're known for their sunglasses. I believe during Outside Lands I ended up rocking one of their sunglasses. So they just dropped these today, the red and the teal, or like this like crystal like light color. I'm a huge fan of this stuff, just because for those that don't know, this is a very similar shape to the Louis Vuitton Millionaire sunglasses. Very, very similar. Obviously, the Louis Vuitton's made of a much higher grade. This is kind of like the cheap version. But still, for anybody that loses their sunglasses easy, and like, you know, you forget about it here, or you're in the beach and what have you, this is probably a lot better. You'd probably feel a lot better if you lost these versus if you know, paid some money for like one of those really expensive designer shades and then you just lost it, right? So this is a great alternative. I like the shape. They're kind of bringing it back to some kind of like old school shape, which I think is awesome. But part of the reason I wanted to bring this company up so you guys can take a look at it, because I think they make amazing stuff. And then also because I think these black Flints would go really, really well with maybe a black t-shirt. But these pants, well, they're joggers. They're joggers, but you got the big like W, you got the big C, you know, kind of like in that. It almost looks like Roman lettering in a way. Phenomenal joggers. I have yet to see these in person, but I just do like the big lettering. I think to me, it's like having these sneakers and then these joggers together, I think look really well, considering the fact, if you look at the color matching, let's click on this real quick. This is about like $7-8, so it's a little bit of a stretch, but still, I think what they do over here is they make some pretty good materials. You got the big W and you got that big C, and I think this and this, it's a fit. Put on a white t-shirt, you're good to go. You know what I mean? I'm saying not have anything too loud on the top, just the initial joggers and these. But yes, we're here to review these today. I just wanted to share that because it was like, when I see certain pieces online that I'm like, I think this would go with this, and I also want to help you guys out in terms of like my style and what I would rock when I'm out and about. Because these sneakers aren't necessarily loud, you know what I mean? They're not loud. They're not obnoxiously loud. I mean, the pants, yeah, the W and C is pretty loud, but still, I think they go pretty well together. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Feel free to go ahead and take a look at this brand. I'm going to go ahead and I'll pop it into the stream over here. So if you guys just, you know, again, not to tempt anybody to shop here, but I think it's an amazing brand. You might want to just keep that brand in your back pocket. They make a bunch of other stuff. They have other colors as well. They got a couple caps as well, beanies. Majority of stuff is sold out, but from time to time, if you follow them or get on their text messaging, they do message you with either coupon codes, or they message you also with, hey, we just dropped this. Because as you see, the black one, the black Sunnies sold out. I'm not surprised. It's probably one of the best colorways. I believe I have 2 pairs right now. I got this black one, and then we ended up rocking these matcha green tees during Outside Lands. And yeah, just a solid pair of shades, especially if you lose them. You're not necessarily gonna feel so butthurt if you lose them. But yeah, diving into the review over here. So yes, I'm excited about these. You guys know this. This is pretty much known as like, when you look at the sole, it's like the panther paw pretty much, okay? And this is just it's an all-time amazing basketball sneaker. And hey, even if you're not using it for basketball, you're just using it to walk around the city, what have you, it's a phenomenal pair. You entered the Undefeated raffle and Atmos raffle for the Jarritos SB. I'm gonna bring that up in the stream, but I believe the Undefeated raffle has closed already. We already have secured our entries. I was able to get my entries in for both. So we're crossing our fingers. Hey, it would be amazing to cover the Jarritos dunk on the channel. All right. Anyway, guys, without any further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Okay. You guys know it. The reason why we do these reviews is to take a look at the material. It's different for me to see stuff in hand and talk about it. And especially when you're just watching, sometimes you can't really, well, when you don't have it in hand, I guess is what I'm trying to say. When you don't have the product in hand, it's hard to really grasp if it's worth going, okay? So I did scoop this up over at Nike. No surprise, Nike's like pretty much my locker. It's my back. It's literally my next door neighbor over here. They didn't have my size, but we were able to scoop a size 10. They typically do come in a full size run, so I just want to let that be known. It's not like because when I asked the rep, I was like, "Do you guys have a 9.5?" And they said, "Oh, we only," she said something along the lines that sounded like, "Oh, we only made them in a 9 and a 10, like in full sizes." And I was like, "No, there's no way you guys didn't do half sizes for this." So I got them over here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna feature them on the channel, and I'm gonna let you guys know. We'll touch on that too. There was EA today for the Thunders. I believe Meow Meow hit on that. Congrats to Meow Meow. But I did not get EA, but hey, we pretty much, we got him. So I think Sneakers didn't bless this guy because they already blessed us during the initial first shock drop. So it's kind of interesting to me on how Sneakers is doing things these days. They're doing a shock drop and then EA, and in a way it's kind of, I think it's easier for them to just kind of sell the stuff because there's a lot of demand, and then they do an early release. Everybody wants it early, right? You know, they teased us with the initial Lost and Founds, like they really teased us with that, and then they teased this pretty much around the same week for the Thunders, and then it was just that was a crazy week in on its own. Mr. Old School says, "Never mind, it closed for the Undefeated." Yeah, no, I did close for the Undefeated. Thanks for sharing the links there. If you can pull up the Atmos link, that would be great for everybody to go ahead and join up. I believe Atmos is still open for a couple hours. But guys, without any further ado, let's go ahead and let's take a look at these bad boys, okay? So you pretty much have the Air Jordan 13. This reads black, university red. And yeah, that's pretty much what it says. Black and university red, and you pretty much do happen to have your 13 box. So we pretty much have it right over there with Jumpman in the red, okay? So yeah, let's go ahead and open it up. We did happen to secure a size 10. Now, these do fit true to size, so I would highly recommend going true to size if you're able to. You know, if they don't happen to have your size in stock, I would probably size up. I mean, I ended up going with a size 10 versus a 9.5. However, I still do want to secure my size because I really like this. I really like this colorway a lot. Okay. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and open it up. Pretty much have your standard paper, nothing fancy. And wham, right over there, we pretty much have the black Flint 13s. Man, you can see that glimmer, the initial the cat's eyes are the cat's out of the bag. You see that? Ah, these are wild. These are so cool. I've always loved that effect that it has when the light is shining. Like, just look at that thing. It's like you're putting on a race car on your foot. It's insane, okay? So I've always been a fan of the glimmer and shine that, that the 13s have. And I know not all 13s happen to have like this cat's eye look. You guys remember when we picked up the Soulflies, which that's still in my collection. I really like that one a lot. It's probably one of my favorite UNC sneakers. That one doesn't come with the initial like light up over here. It doesn't come with that light up. Okay, I'm just double checking over here. Wizard ball, sheesh. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what it looks like, you know? And that's why I think this is definitely worthy of a scoop up, because it's like, just, you really, like, this is, the cat's eye is definitely what really makes this shine. And when you're walking around the city, even if it's day or night, this will all glimmer. It's a loud sneaker. This is a loud sneaker as much as the tones. You got the gray, you got the white, you got the black. It's you know what I mean? It's something that a lot of the clothing that you probably pick up if you do have like darker tones, easy to mix and match. But the initial cat size is definitely going to make this pop. So what do we got over here? What are we working with? We do happen to have really nice leather on the front. It's not super subtle. It's more of like a harder leather, but it's definitely very durable. So white leather in the front, okay. And then on the initial like the wraparound, you'd happen to have this like really nice dark suede that pretty much wraps around the sneaker. You'd happen to have your hologram Jordan 23 over there. You pretty much see it. Can't miss it. Can't miss it. Can't miss it. Always love the attention to details on these things. Bottom of the sneaker, pretty much over here, you do happen to have your panther paw shaped outsole. Okay, that's what you have. And you also do happen to have your herringbone traction pods. So that's pretty much over here. The traction pods are pretty much these traction pods that you do happen to have. And then we also do happen to have that middle portion, which is a carbon fiber shank, okay? And that's really to hold this entire thing together, because of the fact you're going to be jumping around while playing basketball with this, right? So this is probably one of the, for me, okay, as of this year right now, for this year, for 2023, this I think is one of the best colorways that has come out in the 13. If you're a fan of the 13, if you already have a pair and you kind of like, you know, and maybe that one's like on the way out, or you're almost done with it and you kind of want a fresh one, I think this one might be worthy of a scoop up based on the colors. And I think another thing that really did sell me on this one specifically is you look at the tongue. That is a really nice, clean white leather, and you have Jumpman on it. It's just super clean, you know. Kind of does remind me a little bit of you know, having, like, if you look at this, like, just look at that. It's so clean to have that like nice white leather with the red Jumpman on it. It's just I don't know, it just has a really nice touch on it, you know, like, just it's clean. There's no BS on it. And then you do happen to have the perforated leather as well, all over that. I wouldn't change the laces on this. I think honestly it sounds like a little bit of work to have to do that, and you happen to have Jordan branding right in the front, okay? So, oh, we got Joyce and Belling. How are you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me go ahead and take the other pair out. And yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of these. Bottom of the sneaker, you pretty much happen to have like that red hologram with Jordan in it. And let's see if we can take a closer look at it. It almost looks like lava in a way. Yeah, it's got like or infrared. I don't know exactly what you want to call it, but I've always been a fan of that carbon fiber shank on the bottom, just to really hold this together, especially when you're jumping around, you know. Solid pair. Now, I know I've reviewed other 13s, and it's like, hey, what makes this 13 any better than the last 13 that he's reviewed? Well, mainly the color, okay? That's why I'm going to give this a solid, and I don't rate 13s this high. I'm going to give this a solid 10 out of 10. I really like the materials they use. I don't have any quality issues on this pair. It's really good. I think Jordan hit it out of the park with this one. Jordan and Nike, shout out to you guys for just, you know, doing us right and just giving us something I think that the sneaker community wants. Like, whether people label this as a sleeper or not, they sold out. They're gone. You know what I mean? They didn't even have my size in store. So it's like, if that doesn't speak that this is a good sneaker that's worth picking up this year, I don't know what is, okay? But again, like those cat's eyes is definitely something that's always sold me with this. And yes, one of the things that I may not like about this sneaker is the fact that these traction pods, because of the fact they're white, they're going to get very dirty easy, okay? So just know that when buying this. But again, nobody's really going to be looking at the dirty bottoms of your sneakers, you know, because you're going to be walking around on them. But yeah, maybe when you're kicking back on a couch, people are going to see all that grimy bottom, all right? Playoff 13s, then these, okay? Now, you got a good point. Playoff 13s were definitely solid. But yeah, I'm giving this solid 10 out of 10. Like, I mean, you can, you know, whether you agree with me or not, like, I mean, this is, I think, a must in anybody's collection. It's a must in my collection. Whether you agree or not, I mean, that's your opinion. You're entitled to that, right? But I wanted to, you know, come on live, give you guys a solid review on these. And yeah, I like them a lot. It only comes with one lace, so entirely up to you if you do want to swap out these laces to something else. But yeah, I'm just inspecting them really well, and yeah, we don't got any quality issues at all. So happy with these without a doubt. Pick them up if you can still pick them up. They're not doing too crazy on the aftermarket, so that's another thing I want to kind of transition to conversation. You know, I guess in typical stream fashion, we typically jump over to, you know, seeing what they are doing on the aftermarket. So nothing too crazy, okay? Considering the fact that these did drop for about, I believe it was what, 200? Yeah, it was about 200. Okay, just covering my facts here. Okay, $200. And we're taking a look at what they're doing on aftermarket. You know, these larger sizes. Yeah, if you like, I would not recommend buying these to resell. Definitely not worthy of making. I don't know. I mean, these larger sizes, maybe you'd make like 10 or 20 bucks, but really more for the personal, strictly for the personal. That's why we're reviewing it today. Not so much because like, oh, pick these up because you can make some money. Pick these up because you actually want to wear them or because you want to keep them in your collection. That's why we feature these. Yeah, Murder BX knows what's up. Yeah, they're awesome. I think this is a pair that like a lot of people didn't really know they wanted until it was gone, and then it's like, oh man, like I missed out on it. And then like I think people, when they start, like, the more people talk about a specific sneaker, and I believe also for those that don't know, James Myers, he put out a video pretty recently on this, and that's not why I went live on this one specifically, but he was asking his audience, he's like, you guys think these are sleepers? And I think it's definitely worthy of a scoop. I think it's definitely worthy of a scoop. And here's the thing. The people that talk about these things help drive interest on it. You know, it's kind of like, where's our attention right now? You know, last week it was like on the spot, you know, a couple days ago it was on the Spider-Mans, and everybody's kind of looking at other stuff, right? Is that the Supreme Black Moon? Yeah, you know it, man. This is the Black Moon shirt. Black Moon's an amazing band. Yes, sir. Flu games needed. Okay, I'm trying to understand what you mean by that, Meow Meow. But shout out to Meow Meow in the building, and congrats on the Thunder 4s, man. That you hit. You hit on exclusive access. It's nice to see, because I know how you've been talking a lot of smack about the sneakers app. Like, it just never works out for you. And then look, lo and behold, it's about time they grant our guy with a dub, man, with a dub. But yes, sir. The Panda 13. Interesting. Okay. That's and you put a rest in peace. I don't know, man. I think for me, the reason why I'm probably not gonna call these, the Panda 13s, is because it's got a lot of gray on it. I think if it was strictly just black and white, it would be a different story. But yeah, these are super clean, definitely worthy of a pickup. I mean, like, it's just materials, everything really wowed me. It was like one of those things. It's kind of like you're eyeing it, you're like, yeah, this is definitely, I think, worthy of a scoop. So I wasn't surprised when they sold out online. Okay, let me just catch up on comments. Oh no, Meow Meow. Adrian Sanchez says, yo, what's up, guys? Go Warriors. There you go. Did you know that Spider-Man Jordan 1 2023 Souls Glow in the Dark? Yes, I did see that. It was one of the things I wanted to also talk to you guys about. Before we dive to that, though, I was still touching on the fact that, like, kind of what these are doing in the aftermarket. So again, I wouldn't even recommend like picking these up for reselling, as you see over here, as you see on GOAT as well. Man, I didn't even really pull up the sneaker. Give me a second here. It's a 13 Black Flint, and there we go. Okay. Yep. I mean, this pretty much says it itself. It says, okay, larger sizes, a little bit, 11.5. You guys know it, 11.5, 12.5. Typically, those are, well, 12.5 is typically like a unicorn size. Those half sizes from like 11 to 12 typically do a little bit better. But you know, with the sizes that, you know, I was eyeing, you know, not really making anything on the aftermarket. So again, strictly personals on these. You let me know if you know any stores that still happen to have these in stock. I know that one of the sneakers I reviewed recently, the Wizards, was, I believe, still on undefeated, but they might be sold out now. I'm not too sure. Warriors in 5, unfortunately. Can't blame you when you told you were a Laker and Warriors fan. Yeah. I mean, look, I get it. It's like you asked me if I was an NBA fan, and then I'm giving you two teams. It's like, it's like, dude, just make a choice, man. Like, you can't half-ass your decision on like what team you're for. I mean, being in San Francisco, like I'm a Warriors fan, like true and true. Don't get me wrong, man. But I think with like the legacy that Kobe's left and all of that, it was like that was just my spitball answer. So you know what I mean? You're probably laughing, man, but it's all good. Let me double check. Dub Nation, man, you know it for sure. Yeah, I gotta go see a game soon. It's been a while. I'm not gonna lie. I think the last game I saw was probably maybe 5 months ago. I'm saying like in-person games, and you know that's what's awesome about living in the Bay is like it's all here. You know what I mean? If I want to see it, I can just literally I can go out and I can go see it. You know, I just need to kind of cough up the money and then go and see it. I got my mouse flying around here. But yeah. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's transition the conversation to the across the universe. Pretty much the shock drop that we initially had. I mean, guys, this sneaker. Oh my God. Okay, this sneaker is growing on me. I'm gonna be one of those guys, just like everybody else, who was like, if you look back on the first ever stream I saw these, I was like, these are trash. We're not picking them up. There's no way. Like absolute garbage. And here I am, months later, and I'm just like, we kind of need these. Like, we don't just need them to review on the channel. I think this is like, the hype is real. Like the hype and I don't mean that, I don't want to admit that I'm a hype beast. I kind of am to some extent, but it's like for this, it really does give me like the Marvel Comics vibes. It just does. And then especially after seeing Jay the Sneaker Guy review this, and then knowing that the bottom, well, it's not gum, but it's like the red gummy bottom glows in the dark as well. It's kind of like, all right. And then also, when I was taking a really close look at like just the cuts and all the patterns and stuff like that, like this requires some work to put together. Like there's so many different materials on it, and it's definitely an eye-popping sneaker. And I think it's definitely something that's like, that like is kind of taking the internet, you know what I mean? Like the prices are still doing pretty decent on the aftermarket. If you hit, there's money to be made. I think these are trending in the 320, 350, depending on the size, you know what I mean? The inner hype beast came out. Yeah, it just like it just released, right? It just released. I don't know, but there's just something about this. Okay, so with this, if you do see these in person, it's kind of like a dark iridescent in a way, like check mark, and then also the back as well. And I think just with all the patterns, you know, I was talking to you about how Supreme recently dropped some pieces that go very similar to this three-dimensional effect. I almost guarantee you guys, if you were wearing three-dimensional glasses and you take a look at these circles and stuff, you're going to see those kind of pop out a little bit. I think it's definitely a three-dimensional effect to some extent. But I mean, come on. Like, look at the quality on the cuts. Like, if you have patent leather, you have, I'm not too sure what this is, but this almost looks like kind of like a lava color in a way. So this is like, these are like the different suits that Spider-Man is wearing. And I know that like the moment that this movie comes out, if the movie is a hit, which I think it's going to be a hit, okay? Hasn't come out yet. It's coming out in June. These are either going to maintain that 350 mark, if not go higher to the 400s, okay? I'm just saying, okay? Don't shoot the messenger here. I'm just letting you guys know. You know, these are being dubbed as Chicago's. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a Chicago, but I think if you're blind or you're really, really far and you don't have your glasses on and you can't really see, these can kind of be mistook for, you know, I'm saying, especially if this top portion you're wearing some pants over, I don't know. It can kind of be mistaken for like a Chicago if the top's being covered by some pants. I'm just being real. I don't know. You guys let me know. Do you think I'm crazy? I'm just letting you guys know. Joey says hello to everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Yes, May the 4th be with you. Let me go ahead and share that photo one more time. Boom. We got Yoda. Do or do not. Very true with anything. You guys know it. But I just wanted to bring this photo back. You know, just shout out to everybody in the building rocking with us. And, you know, May the 4th be with you indeed. But yeah, these are super solid. I'm excited for the actual release when these actually come out because, I mean, they're going to fly just like the initial shock drop did. You guys let me know. Are you a fan of how Nike's doing their releases now? They typically do, like, I'm saying for the hype stuff. They do a shock drop. They do EA sometimes, and then I'm saying after the shock drop they do EA. And in a way they're already able to sell, like, I don't know, like 25% of their stock. They're able to make money right away. I think I don't know. To me, I'm not going to say I hate it. It's giving us multiple chances to hit on hyped sneakers, which is great. Okay, I mean, look, especially if you hit Meow Meow just hit on the Thunders. You think he's complaining about it? I think he's a happy guy. I'd be happy too if well, we did hit on the initial shock drop. So it's giving more people more opportunities, because if you didn't hit on the shock drop, what do you got next? You got EA. If you don't hit on EA, you have the final release. That's giving you 3 chances to get it, you know what I mean? Especially if you have multiple accounts, especially if you let your family and friends go for you as well, right? So it's really giving us more opportunities, but it's also, you know, like, we're cashing Nike out early. That's what we're doing, right? I think they know what they're doing. And I mean, whoever's running their marketing department or how they're selling this stuff, I think they're doing an amazing job. So we're not here to complain. Like, we're here to scoop up the heat when we can, feature it on the channel for y'all, for sure. Adrian Sanchez says, later, game is back. Hey, all good. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Enjoy the game. For anybody watching the game, enjoy the game indeed. I appreciate you all, swinging on by and hopefully smashing that like button without a doubt. Doing good, just stressing because the Warriors are playing right now. Hey, man, all good, all good, all good. I would be watching the game if we weren't live. As you guys know, it typically Thursdays. So my new schedule for anybody watching us for the first time, Thursdays and Sundays we go live. We're not always going to be doing a sneaker review. I mean, you know, sneakers can add up. It gets expensive, but we will go live every Thursday and every Sunday at 7 p.m. PST. That's 10 p.m. EST. Just want to do the time conversion for any of our, you know, our Eastern people for sure. Can't forget Sneakers Pass. Yes, Sneakers Pass is another thing too. So they're giving us like 3 to 4 ways. And I think the reason I was sticking to the 3 is, like, they don't always do Sneakers Pass, but I kind of have a feeling they're going to do Sneakers Pass. Maybe for these, maybe. It's kind of a maybe right now. But I think they're going to do Sneakers Pass for the Thunders. I think they are, because the Thunders most likely is going to be a general release of about 500,000. That's typically, you know, when they do big, when they do big general drops like this, like, to me, 500,000 is not a lot based on the demand of the sneaker. So, you know, it is what it is. Dark Metal says bricks, but I still copped. Oh, are you talking about bricks on the? Oh no, you got the Spider-Mans. Yeah, I mean, hey, whether you label it as something that's not going to net much, like, I think these are great strictly for personals, and also, like, same day as you get them flips, or if you're able to sell it a day or two earlier before you actually get them, because, you know, depending on how you're selling it, sometimes you can get your labels a little bit early. But yeah, plenty of ways indeed to get these hype sneakers. And, you know, that's why we do what we do, to also help you guys out with early information when we can, going live, letting you guys know. You know, it's kind of like ringing a bell. So click on that bell for post notifications, so that each and every single time we go live, you guys know exactly what we're talking about. But these are nice. Definitely grew on me. Okay. Whether you love them or hate them, I'm officially a fan of these now. And yeah, I'm excited for other opportunities. Definitely on the general release, we'll be live for this, but I'm excited for the other opportunities we're going to have to pick these up. It's one of those things, like, sometimes you don't really know, and then when you start to see other reviewers talking about it, definitely, I think when you see people review certain things and give their opinion on certain things, you can kind of change your mind on specific things, and that's fine. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean, like, oh, since your original impression of something, it's set in stone, you can always switch it up. It's all good, you know what I mean? Movie out here. Hey man, you know what, I'm sure it's a movie out there. I'm gonna have to watch some replays for sure, man. But yeah, hyped on these, definitely excited for them to drop, and I hope you guys enjoyed my initial review of the Black Flints. Solid 10 out of 10 for 13. I'm very, very impressed, and we're definitely going to need a personal in at 9.5, that's for sure. So tomorrow, these, I believe, are dropping. Let me double check the dates. Yeah, this should be dropping tomorrow, May the 5th. Now, the main difference between this one than any other one is mainly it is the satin dunk. So this is basically a dunk with a satin top, okay? I think you can, this is mainly true to size if you do plan on picking these up tomorrow. I do like the colors. I'm not the biggest fan of this material because Virgil did something similar to this in a leather. I don't know if you guys remember, but Virgil did an off-white collaboration with Nike, and they used the exact same colors. So I find it interesting that they're bringing it back, but in a different material. This is a soft material, so it's almost going to feel like a pillow on your foot to some extent. So if you're into that, hey, full send it, okay? Full send it indeed. They'll go up in value for the Spidey. Yeah, no, I do see that too. Some people, see it as a collector's item. So yeah, so these are dropping tomorrow. We most likely will not be going live tomorrow morning, but I just wanted to share that with you guys so you guys are aware for anybody watching the stream. We also have a couple other sneakers here. Now, I did want to touch on this real quick, okay? So, because I've had a couple people ask me, hey, yo, are you going for these? What do I think about them? I think I've mentioned it in a couple streams that this one has way too much elephant print on it, and I really wish that when they made this, I don't know, I wish there was more black on the sneaker. I feel like you see this portion, the toe, that's fine, the back, that's fine, even this top is fine, but if they just kind of had this all blacked out, I think this would most likely have done or will be doing better on the aftermarket. But it's just, honestly, it's a little weird for me to look at a Jordan 1 high with the elephant print, because you guys know what, we're fans of the 3 here, and the 3 having the elephant print on it. So when they put the elephant print, it's almost like a gimmick in a way, and I'm just like, I'm not buying it. I don't know if I'm going to review this on the channel. If I do, you guys will just see it. But right now we're leaning on not reviewing this on the channel, mainly because I don't know. It's not something that is like pulling me to want to review for you guys, okay? I'm thinking when Spider-Verse comes out, Den DZ says, I think when Spider-Verse comes out, it will make things clearer on why Nike chose those designs. Yes, I agree. I think with the different Spidey verses and stuff like that, with the different Spidey verses that, Spider-Man goes through, the different things, he's wearing different costumes, you know what I mean? So I think that's probably what's going to tie into the sneaker within the, with the movie and stuff like that, because as you guys saw on Jordan 23's Twitter, they changed they changed the graphic to Spider-Man wearing these sneakers. So I don't know, will Spider-Man be wearing these in the movie? Because if he's wearing these in the movie, that's definitely going to add to the hype. You know what I mean? Like, more kids are going to want this, more adults, more just comic book fanatics are going to want these for sure. So yeah. Huge fan of this. It definitely was one of those things that's kind of like growing pains, or like, I think the remorse of my first honest opinion on it was like garbage, and then now I'm like, kind of really want these now. Okay, so I'll just admit to that. I'll admit to you guys that it's like, hey, look, we can flip the script here. It's all good. I don't want to admit to the fact I'm buying into the hype, but it's just like I'm just being real. I'm just being real on kind of like, it was like starting to look at more photos. When more photos came out, when more videos came out, we definitely changed our mind, and that's fine. It's all good. All right. Where was I over here? We were touching on these. So we're going to be probably passing on this. I do see some customs coming out in these. I could see some guys that are like doing the customs, and like, I could see some good stuff coming out of this sneaker, but this is not it. Okay. This is not it, but I can see some people picking these up and turning this into something that's it, if that makes sense. Wish I got them Spider-Man ones. Chucky Goat says, hey, I agree. Warriors game is in, so won't be here. Hey, all good. Hey guys, if you guys want to watch the game, like, don't let me stop you, but I appreciate you guys swinging by, smashing that like button. Dark metal's like trash. Don't waste your money on these. Yeah, I wouldn't waste your money on these unless you plan on doing something special to it. I do like that cream midsole with the gray bottom. Like, again, there's no money to be made here. The quality looks decent, but again, I would definitely pass on this. So I just want to share my opinion with that, because if you don't see that on the channel, at least now you know why, okay? So pretty much that's that. These Nike SB Lows are coming out also relatively soon. The Desert Orc and Midnight Navies, these are okay if anything. It's got that little like dip in a way. I'm not the biggest fan of this choice of color, color pattern with it being like half in the front, half in the back. Kind of similar to how Jordan's been doing these splits. The split sneakers? those don't fly with me. I really wish they would never do the splits. Like anything with a split in the half where one side is one color and then it just, I'm not saying a split like this, but I'm saying like right in the middle of the sneaker. I'm really just not a big fan of those. So you'll probably never see a review of those on my channel just because like I think they look horrendous. Okay. No matter what, don't buy the elephant print ones. They will be under retail on sale soon. Yeah, I believe I could see that going to like 140, maybe 160 at most on the aftermarket for those. I mean, what are they trying to even sell those for? Oh, these are not going to sell for 180. Yeah, I can definitely see this dropping to 130 after a couple days for sure. So I just wanted to share that. And then, okay, transition into conversation. These are definitely already popping up at skate stores. So double check your, you can look Nike SB and just see the map and see if they do happen to have a skate store close to your location. Follow that store on Instagram. Check if they do happen to have a contest, because there are a couple contests right now that are live over here. We do happen to have Deluxe, which I'm going to share over here. So we do happen to have Deluxe right now, which is live. This is live till Sunday, May 7th. Okay, and yeah, it's pretty much ending when they close the store. So I have yet to enter here. Now, I'm not able to put multiple entries anymore. It's limit one per person, okay? So get your family, friends, loved ones to help you out. Scoop this up if you can, so you have more entries, okay? Now, I do not know if they're going to be giving away like that family and friends pack where you can get the additional bottles. They might do it for certain winners in the skate stores, but I guess it really depends if your skate store even obtains that, okay? So this is one of the contests. I believe it is only in store from what I'm seeing over here. So anybody in the Bay Area, sign up before Sunday. Another contest also, you guys know Atlas, another shop we've hit at many times on the channel, also does happen to have these. And you guys see the bottles do come with the Nike SB branding, which is freaking phenomenal, okay? But yeah, these are going to be your best bets. Yes, this will be dropping on sneakers, as you guys just saw. They will be pretty much doing, I believe it's going to be a 10-minute draw, so we will definitely be live for this on the 10th. Yeah, the 10th is coming sooner than we know, okay? And I'm excited for these. This has literally created a buzz in sneaker world, and a lot of people want these, so we're definitely excited. We're here for it. I'd love to feature these on the channel. We most likely will not be cutting up our pair because I like them as they is. I don't know. I like them as they come, and they look awesome. We're definitely fans of the Nike SB Dunk Low collaboration with Jarritos, without a doubt. Now, we do happen to have one store that still does happen to have a live that I know of right now, okay? Because we did have Undefeated closed a couple hours ago, but we do happen to have this over here. Atmos, I'm going to go ahead and drop this in the chat. So if you have not already signed up over here on the releases at Atmos USA to get your entry in. You will most likely have to create an account over here, but so if you guys want to sign up for this, I highly recommend doing so, because these are doing pretty damn good in the aftermarket. Larger sizes, I'm talking, if we look at the Jarritos Dunks right now and what they're doing on the aftermarket, they're definitely doing something pretty decent. I hope I can spell right. Jarritos Dunk. If we go ahead and take a look at what these are doing on the aftermarket, they're doing pretty damn good for what you're initially paying. So original retail, $130. What these are doing on the aftermarket, hey, sign me up. Let's get these. Let's get these dubs. Size 11, you're talking $430. That's easy 200, 250 profit. You know what I mean? These other larger sizes, size 13. Come on. I mean, this is like it's like you're selling one and you're able to buy three with it. So it's a pretty damn good deal. Hope it's Warriors versus Celtics finals. Of course, Celtics winning it. Got to beat the best to be the best. Hey, that's typically how it goes. You gotta be the best to beat the best. Yeah. Lakers gonna win and go to the next round. Then DZ. All right. Well, I wish I had a screen here so I could be watching with you guys. Chucky says Celtics winning. Nada. LeBron is king. Hey man, let's see where this all goes. All right, but guys, keep us in the loop. We want to know. Okay, Mr. Otsu says it's a backpack from the 90s called Jan Sports. Same, same colorway. I know what you're talking about. Okay, you're talking about the SB. Okay, yep. And that's why it's got the two tones. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right, so I did link you guys to the contest. If you have not, I'm sure a lot of you have already signed up. But for anybody who is not aware, not dialed in, it's like, look, you hit on this. There's definitely some money to be made. Sneaker lovers want this sneaker, and I think it's definitely worthy of trying. I mean, what do you got to lose? Just put one entry in, you could definitely hit on these. Any plans for a Discord? Yes. Now I don't have a timeline for the Discord, but if we're going to do a Discord, we're going to do it right. So I'm in kind of observation mode right now. I'm in planning observation mode. I do plan on starting one relatively soon and starting to get people in so that we can share everything, because I would like it to get to a point of growth, especially like I believe once we're closer to that 2,000 subscriber threshold, we're on the way. I appreciate all you guys rocking with us here. Once we hit that 2,000 subscriber threshold, not only are we doing a $500 sneaker giveaway. For those that don't know, we are also, I do plan on already having a Discord in place around that period of time, if not a little bit, once we're a little bit over that, okay? Need these. Yeah, a lot of people need them. It's doing great numbers on aftermarket. Don't buy them now. Try your chances. But I see this holding prices. I really do see this holding prices. So again, Deluxe, this is in-store. Atlas, in-store. Get your family and friends so you'll have multiple entries to hit on these. They should have a full size run, if not 2 size runs. I'm not too sure how many they do plan on having stocked. I'm really not plugged in that way, but I believe there should be somewhat of a decent amount of these. And you guys let me know, do you plan on cutting these? Do you plan on leaving them the way they are? We're fans of the way they look, so we're probably just going to leave them the way they are. SBs are definitely not dead. No, they're not. And I think with Dunks, it's like Dunks have always told a story to some extent, and we want to keep these stories alive and interesting, and this is why skate stores want these to end up in the hands of true fans and not resellers. Because it's the fans that actually wear them and skate them and continue to kind of tell that story, and then the way the story is supposed to be told versus I made a couple bucks, you know what I mean? So it's nice to see skaters or people who actually want to wear these get them, that's what we're about. Need Atlas or Deluxe to bless you? Yeah, man. Well, look, you and I are on the same page now. Pretty much just getting our one entry in per store, so it is what it is. You won't be cutting them because you won't be winning the raffle. No, hey man, you can't think that way. Dark Metal, you cannot think that way. You're already speaking it into existence that you're going to take the L. So we're all going to get dubs. Everybody in the chat getting dubs. We're going to leave it that way. All right. Best of luck to everybody on these. We got what? You got to put a rooster or is that a hen? It looks like a rooster, and then you're cutting it up. But yeah, I'm curious to ask everybody. Do you like the fact that they chose the orange Harito with the sneaker, or would you have preferred they did the cherry or the the pineapple or the lime? I wouldn't mind if they did the lime on these. It would be nice if they actually, this is the first one, and then the next one they're gonna do the other colorway, and then they do the other one. It would be nice if they did the entire pack. But right now we're only getting one, and that's all I know. But I think it would be kind of cool if they did each and every single one, just with, the change of, what is it? For the orange, obviously it's orange here. So let's say if it was lime, this is lime, the stitching is lime, and then this is lime as well, and the backing lime. That would be sick, But that's yet to be determined if they plan on releasing more of these Haritos Dunks. They might, but, I'm going to hold my tongue, all right? Chicken for not cutting up the Doritos. Oh, gotcha. I was like, chicken, like, are you talking about because like the weave kind of looks like a hen house or something? I was very, very confused, man. You making me laugh here. But yeah, you're gonna get the W Dark Metal. Yeah, just come on, just have a little faith, have a little faith. I'll have these whether it's retail or resale, and probably won't cut them. Even though orange is my favorite colorway, lots of orange shoes. Yeah, hey, I love orange too. We're big fans of orange. Motown Kicks and Billing, what's up? Cut up both my Huff Bears. Damn, we still have yet to cut up our Huff San Francisco. I'm just glad. One of the stores ended up getting a late shipment, and we freaking hit. I think we ended up hitting at Deluxe for the Huff, and we opened it up, and we got to San Francisco. So blessed for sure, blessed indeed. How about a lace swap? Start small. Hey, maybe. Yeah, no, you got a good point. So again, Atmos store is live. Undefeated, unfortunately, has already closed. I would otherwise, and I had a pretty busy day, so otherwise I would have let you guys know a little bit sooner. Let me just double check if I missed out any of the comments here. All right, yeah. And then if there are any other contests, let me know. We're happy to just sharing the love over here. Diving back over here, so super excited. We will definitely be live for this. I'm very excited for this without a doubt. Okay, let's go back. What was the other sneaker beside it? This one. Obviously, for anybody, guys, let me know. Did you any news on EA on your side? We checked our other we checked our other accounts. No EA for us today, but look, it's like who am I to complain? Like we freaking hit on them when we got them right over here. So it's like it's one of those situations where it's like, I mean, look, Nike bless your guy, even though he had to go back in with the dub on these, and I know a lot of people, as much as this isn't doing so crazy in the aftermarket, I believe this is going to sell out when they do drop these. Okay, the yellow is really loud and super clean, and I am actually, this one is growing on me versus the Lightnings. At first I was like, I like the Lightnings better, I'm not the biggest fan of this, but then when I started to see them side by side, I was like, you know what, I think I'm becoming more of a fan of this. So if anybody hit on EA, congrats. This is definitely an amazing scoop without a doubt. So I just wanted to pull that out and share that with y'all. I signed up SNS for Thunders. There you go. Okay, SNS already does happen to have that live. Good to know. One, is that million or billion% putting orange laces though? Okay, gotcha. Oh, you're talking about the on the Doritos? Yeah, for sure. No, I would probably put the orange laces on it as well. No EA. Chucky Goat says, hey, hopefully we have more of a shot on the general release happening on the 13th. Okay, it's happening on the 13th. Setsubun as well as on SNS. Okay, that's good. We're probably going to join up for Setsubuns again as well. Setsubuns, I think, is, to me, it's worthy of a double up. I do want to wear my pair, but you guys know we're all collectors here, so I might be going for that. So SNS app, just download the SNS app, make an account, and on it you're going to have the option to join on for the Thunders, and also Setsubuns. Thank you, Motown Kicks, for the information. We appreciate you, and yeah, we're definitely gonna appreciate you with that information too once we have a Discord to share with everybody. Okay, Mr. Otsu says same, no EA. Hey, it's all good. We just kind of keep it moving, holding the line until the actual drop date when these actually drop. Okay, but I think these are gonna do okay. I know right now they're not doing too crazy, but again, this is one of those sneakers. It's like same day sales, larger sizes. You guys already know what I'm saying. Okay, I'm saying size like what? Size 11, 11.5, 12, 13, like those are the sizes. You definitely, Chucky says don't like the Setsubuns. That's fine. I just feel like you need to see the Setsubuns in person and it might change your mind. But if you're not a fan of it, it's all good. I wasn't a fan of the Setsubuns at first, but then when I saw them in hand and I started to see the cracked leather and all of it, I was like, hey man, these aren't actually that bad. I'm actually show you guys real quick on what I mean by the cracked leather. If you go in and you take a good look at the Setsubuns, it does happen to have that like really nice cracked leather. It almost it's kind of like I'm standing in a desert, you know what I mean? So these definitely did change my mind. These caught me by surprise, and I'm a fan. I ended up giving this a solid 10 out of 10. I don't necessarily rate Dunks that high, but we love them. We think they're amazing. We really do. And also, I really like the Setsubun story. There's a story behind it. If you guys watch my stream, again, I appreciate all you guys for rocking with us here in the building, and then also just helping us with the watch time. We're going to be monetized probably within, I don't know, by end of this month. It's been so crazy. These past, what is it? These past 4 weeks have just been insane. Close to 500 watch hours. It's just been insane. So I can't help but just thank you all so much for all the support and the donations as well. You guys have even been donating to the channel. I'm not even asking for money. Like I'm just saying, like just watch your stuff, smash the like button. You know, it definitely helps. 3 hours left to sign for Setsuban. Okay, well we're gonna go ahead and we should just do that right now. Lots of non-sneakerheads. Okay, sorry if I'm missing your comment. Chucky Goat says lots of non-sneakerheads have them. They put too much Oh, they're too much popular for. They're too popular for me. Oh, gotcha. Okay, they're too popular for you to wear. Okay, no, I get you. It's all good. Lace swap, yeah, it does come with so for the Setsubens, they do come with purple laces. I just feel that, so they do come over here, as you do see, purple laces. I just think I like it as is. I think adding purple laces, you got the purple insole, the purple sock liner. And you do happen to have that nice shiny purple, and then you also have the mask, that mask, okay? Okay? You guys know it. The story, they wear the mask to scare the demons and the bad energy away is basically what they do. But again, if you guys want to rock it with purple laces, that's fine too. I have not seen these with purple laces on just yet, but I just wanted to let you guys know we're fans of the Setsubans. Solid 10 out of 10 for those indeed. Yeah, so let me go ahead and just pull my screen back. So definitely we will be live for this. We cannot not be live for this. This is another huge opportunity, huge drop. You guys know it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Has Sneakers put the burners on? I think they put it on full high. Like literally, I feel like these past 8 weeks have just been insane. Like I'm just trying to hold my head together, and I think a lot of other streamers too are just trying to we're trying to just we're trying to just stand on this ground that's shaking. That's literally what it feels like. All right, because it's been so nutty over here. It's just been sneaker release after sneaker release. It's hard to cover everything, which is partially why we're doing the Black Flints today. It's why didn't he review it 2 weeks ago? Well, because we were reviewing all this other stuff, or we were busy, we were running around. But this is for me, I keep my eye close to things that I think matter in the sneaker community. And this is one of the things that I was sometimes I need to look back and be wait a minute, we missed something. So we need to take 2 steps back, and we need to swoop, review it on the channel, let you guys know hey, why didn't we not talk about these? We need to talk about these, right? So that's what we did. We talked about them. And again, for a 13, I'm giving these a solid 10 out of 10. I don't rate a lot of sneakers 10 out of 10, but I mean, yeah, Setsubens, very, very good. These Black Flints, amazing, definitely great quality, and just a solid pair, solid colorway. Okay, Chucky Goat says, and you haven't hit once. Okay, well, you just got to keep trying, or if you're able to have the opportunity to create multiple accounts, I would do so. I would definitely do so indeed. We're just going to sip up some water over here. I hope you guys are all staying hydrated. Please do not forget to drink your water and stay hydrated during these times, for sure. Mr. Old School with the Thunders. Hey, you guys know it. Hey, I appreciate all you guys. It's always great hanging out with you guys. Always, always, always. So we're pretty much 1 hour in. We're pretty much 1 hour to a T here. But let me go ahead and just double check. Okay. So we got those tomorrow. Most likely going to be holding off. These are kind of growing on me. These crafts aren't too bad. I believe these are for men and women. Okay, yeah, they're for everybody. I like the materials. Seems solid. Another thing that I'd like to see in hand. I don't know if I'll be doing this review, but you guys never know. Sometimes I just I tend to surprise you guys with what ends up here in the building. But yeah, so that pretty much I guess concludes the stream. We just wanted to have a solid hour today, kind of keep up the momentum here as we grow and as we scale. To let people know, hey yo, we're not going anywhere anytime soon. We're pretty much here, and we're pretty much here for the long haul. All right. So I will definitely be live on Sunday. You guys know it's Sunday, 7 p.m. PST. That's when our next live is going to be. And whether we do a sneaker review or we just hang out, it's we don't always have to talk about sneakers. We can talk about other stuff too. I mean, I'm a huge fanatic of. Actually, you know what? I want to transition the conversation to a little bit of Supreme. You guys let me know. For anybody in the chat today, did anybody swoop up anything from Supreme? Supreme had a pretty interesting drop today. They had a pretty interesting drop today, which I do want to just talk about before we jump out of here, okay? So if we go ahead and we look at Supreme over here, they did drop a couple of, I believe it's Kugi is the initial Yeah, let's go ahead and click into it. Let's see. Yeah, so this is what they dropped. Is Supreme did a collaboration with Coogie. And for those that don't know, Biggie Smalls wore Coogie in the past. So it's kind of a big brand, okay? It's, well, not so big to the point everybody knows about it, but they make some pretty dope items, okay? So they dropped this today. They dropped, you know, this as well today. They also dropped this, which I think this is probably one of the, to me, okay, I know it's a little colorful. I think this is one of the best pieces they dropped today. I personally think this, for me, this is one of the best pieces they dropped today. Definitely just, it's wild. It's out there. It's cool. The knitting looks prime. It looks like it's very well made. They also, I mean, you could have done the entire fit too. You know, you basketball shorts, basketball tank as well. Solid collab. I think the basketball shorts, the tank, and then that initial that sweater I just showed you, or that jacket, fire pieces. This one I think is okay to some extent. It's a little loud on the back, and then so this is to me this is the highlight of majority of the releases. Chucky says, let's go. Warriors just knee the lead. Oh, there you go. All right. And Lakers losing by 24. Oh my God, everybody updating us with what's going on. Yeah, no, I just want to cover this in the tail end of the live before we jump out of here, just to kind of let you guys know that I think this was a solid piece. And honestly, I looked at what this is doing on aftermarket. I think right now these dropped for about, I believe it was like 330 or something along the lines. And they're reselling for like 500. Not bad at all. If you pick this up, I think that was definitely a W. The black one, it's kind of hard to tell what brand this is if you're just wearing the black one, but the black's not too bad as well. But yeah, I would definitely choose the colorful one because, I don't know, it's just fun. It's fun at the end of the day. Almost kind of it makes you look very artsy to some extent. So I wanted to share that with you guys and just kind of give you guys our honest opinion. But you know what? Looking back at this, I think this one was probably the move. That like tan, that nice sand tan. This with the basketball shorts as well, I think was the move. I don't know. The other ones are just okay. You guys let me know. This, you can see the branding the best on this one, so I probably would have went with the sand. Same with the shorts. Sand is the way to go, or maybe the black ones. This one's definitely very loud. They also did happen to do some do-rags as well, and they did some jeans as well. I don't want to just pass through the jeans too quickly. Black, definitely a pass. This one, the stitching looks pretty prime, but again, this is a baggier look, so we definitely passed on this. And yeah, it just is what it is. We just kind of keep it moving. This one also very, very artsy, very, I don't know, looks like it's made from a different time. We passed on that as well. We're just kind of going to keep it moving here. But then they did these do-rags as well, which I think is wild, really wild. I would say out of all of them, I think this one is probably the move. This one, and well, they're all sick, and these all flew off the site. So yeah, with that being said, I just wanted to share that with you guys. You guys let me know if you pick up anything from the Supreme dot today, because some of the pieces are doing pretty decent on the aftermarket, so I'm not surprised. It's nice to see Supreme just do a solid collab. It's like, I don't think Supreme is dead. I think sometimes it's hard for them to recreate the wheel and come up with new stuff, but when they do collabs like this, I'm like, thank you. We need it. We need fresh stuff. We need to be inspired. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's nice to see this Coogie collab with Supreme. I think they did an awesome job, and I'm a fan. I'm a fan of some of the pieces, not all of them. But honestly, when a preview comes out, if I'm a fan of 2 to 3 pieces, it's a good collection. Like that's how I see it. If there's 2 to 3 pieces in the collection, I'm like, okay, we can rock with this. We can ride with this. And like that jacket, that sold me. That's definitely an awesome one. You didn't pick up any pieces. E-Money, hey, you know it, man. We wanted to cover it and give you guys our honest opinion. We do it all here. We talk about fashion. We talk about sneakers. And you know, we just it's just a vibe. You know what I mean? We're just hanging out. We're here to kick it and talk about stuff we like and enjoy and whatever lights us up. But guys, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and share my Instagram as I typically do over here. Feel free to follow me as this guy's not going anywhere anytime soon. So yeah, you can follow me over here. Then DC says, how though do you think the Supreme Dunks will be? Never copped anything off Supreme. I think the Dunks might do decent. It's a pretty wild colorway. We're still waiting for more information on the exact release of those. So when I find out, I will share that with you guys. But yeah, let's actually just pull that up real quick. Supreme Dunk 2023. Since you're asking about it, I'll put it up real quick over here before we jump out. So this is what we're expecting. We're expecting Nike and Supreme to do a collab sometime soon with a dunk. So it's nice that they're actually doing a dunk, because I believe the last dunk they did was in 2020. So it's nice for them to bring this back. And what does it look like? It's going to look something like this. Now, am I a fan of it? I think it's okay. I want to see this in person. It's a little out there with the graphic. I want to know a little bit on like what this means. What is this detail on the back? You know what I mean? I don't know. Like apparently there's I think there's a guy here. I don't know what exactly that is. I just want to understand a little bit more about it. I don't hate him, but I also don't love him. Okay, if that makes sense. I'm still kind of like, my mind is kind of still figuring out, like trying to make sense of it all. Like, do I want these, or you know what I mean? So right now, I don't know. I'm kind of like we don't know. That's kind of where I'm at. But you know, you're going to want to, you know, if there is money to be made later, we're going to find out when this gets closer to drop, because you know, you start to hear people talk about stuff. You know, for me, when I start hearing people talk about stuff and there's excitement, you know, I also want to see, are they doing the highs as well, or are they just doing the lows? Okay, we don't know, but we're going to find out sooner enough. Okay, but it is nice to see that they're doing a collab, and it's also nice to see that gum sole. You guys know it, as skateboarders, we're fans of the gum sole. These are the highs. Okay, wow. Man, I think this is like the first time I'm seeing the highs, because I saw some other stuff that came out. I think I much prefer the highs. Without a doubt. Yeah, these aren't bad. I like them. I'm a fan of the highs. I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, there's like this weird guy in the back. I don't know what this all means. It kind of looks like a little bit like, I don't know, some painter put it together or whatever. But I mean, the highs are not bad. If we're gonna go for something, we're most likely gonna send it for the highs. But heck, it would also be nice to cover both on the channel. But I think if I had to choose, we're gonna rock the highs. Yeah, but guys, with that being said, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys rocking with us. Again, we're just gonna just bring up our Instagram before I dip on out of here. So feel free to follow me if you have not already. We're on the road. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. We're also on the road to get monetized. We're 500 watch hours away. So hey, if you guys want to support the channel, you know, you don't have to donate or anything like that. I just appreciate you guys rocking here, vibing with us. Anything free that you guys can do is awesome. Subscribing, free 99. Smashing that like button, free 99. And then of course, just watching our stuff. You guys know it, all right? But with that being said, thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and play some music before I dip on out of here. But guys, enjoy the remainder of the game. I know a lot of people are kind of on edge right now, so you know, enjoy it for all that it is. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can catch some of it as well. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and peace on out here, guys. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And yeah, with that being said, peace.